Estamos aquí, vamos a hacer un streaming en vivo. LA Clippers versus... No, sí, señores, estamos aquí. Vamos a darle para allá. Play the fucking game, niggas. Cualquier cosa, si el streaming se ve mal o lo que sea, me dan la luz de una buena vez. Dominican niggas in the building. Here we go.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so Tonight, you'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things. Here on the analyst desk, on the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like I know this is our 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game, but anyway, it starts to take a toll.
No, but
vamos a esto. Esa gente que dejen de hablar. Vamos al game. Oh, miren a Rose, el hombre que se rompe. El hombre que de nada se rompe, señor. Vamos a ver si le ganamos con LA Clippers. El uniforme ese de los Clippers no me gusta mucho, pero bueno. Again, cogemos la bola. Oh, Pierce. Ah, falta. De Noah. Noah el macetero. Señor, aquí en mi país, yo no sé, pero el cielo está como que se está rompiendo, un tro de rayos, nubladísimo, parece que va a caer un super aguacero. Yo ni quiero salir a la calle a manejar ni nada. Two shot. Mira, pero que tiemble más la pantalla.
And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues and interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act and he stayed one.
No good on the second.
Falló el segundo.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players
Rose.
in our league, but also
Diablo, y la mete. Ahí va a comenzar Rose con todas sus habladurías. Vamos a ver.
He's been ejected from several games.
Recuerden que este juego yo lo voy a ganar con Jordan.
Following the score by Derrick Rose. Paul passes to Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
Rose, el hombre que no sale de una lesión. La tiró así. Y la metió. No jodas tú, loco. Y esa maldita chepa. Vamos a ver. Ya iba hacia Liu, pero
Rose attacking. Noah dishes to Dunlap.
quedó solo el tipo.
Three-point line. The rebound by Pierce. And here is Los Angeles now.
Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola. Wow, no cantan falta. Mira, y salvan la bola
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Rose. Jordan with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They go all over.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't
qué lío con esta gente.
very often.
Now here's Rose trying to claw his
Mira, se
way
cayó
back
Griffin.
after a terrible showing in that loss to Boston. Knocks down the
Rose la mete todo a él solo.
Rose has got 7 points.
And a really good
Él tiene 7 puntos, solo 7 puntos tiene el equipo.
if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Off the pick. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
For Chicago, they've gone 50%
Bueno, defiende bien a Rose porque
since the opening tip.
defiende bien ahí Paul a Rose.
Outside. And it's
Fallaron
Griffin with the
bien.
rebound. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Griffin a screen on Rose. Paul goes in, up off the screen.
Se va a meter, no,
Griffin slams it in.
Ponétela.
It really does make the game
A ponértela.
easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Rose against Paul. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Gasol up top. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Solo y la sol.
Ahead
La
of the D in
mete.
that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. And guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with how well they were overall, they would have just
¿Qué
really
fue?
feasted on the East.
Down
Bien,
low.
ahí va.
Here's Heinrich. And that's
Vamos, lo
collected by
defendí, dice que
DeAndre
falle.
Jordan. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg to find out.
Bien,
He
Griffin.
knows that the challenge for his team
Matamos el
in
juego.
this game will be to
Tan
slow
duro el
down
Bulls.
Blake Griffin, who he described as instant momentum.
JJ Reedy parece que
With
estaba
Griffin
medio
being
lesionado.
such a
Está
handful
jugando así.
physically, they plan to limit his ability to get any space around the basket and hopefully cut down those
La tiró.
drives toward the rim.
And thank you for that, Doris. Rose gets a
La tiró también.
No good on the triple. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside Griffin. Reddick with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Griffin sets the screen for Reddick. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And just a step ahead.
La pasamos bien ahí.
In that possession there, making
Vamos
the
a esto.
pass. Nice assist.
Look at the flick at the rich.
They did decently against the Eastern Conference, but of the Western playoff teams,
Mierda, mierda, mierda. No se puede dar solo el Tigre.
I mean, they struggled against
Eso lo quitó, tiene esa
playoff
DPS,
teams, went only 6-10 against those teams last year.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit.
La arena de Chicago con una ropa negra con gris.
That might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's
Buen pase ahí de Jamal Crawford.
Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunley. Tony Snell's checked in for Kirk Heinrich.
Yeah, you are the only one here. Brett Liotta. Hello, Brett Liotta.
Left in the first quarter.
Brett Liotta. Saludos. Sí, el streaming acaba de empezar. I start now the streaming, man. So the people in my channel.
Gasol inside.
Oh, falta. Don't like much NBA, man. But thank you, Brett Liotta. Ah, falta y vale ahí.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Ah, no fue falta normal, no la metió.
Passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Brett Liotta.
Established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point
We go.
coming from down low.
A ver.
And so he hits both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like the typical big man up there at the line. He has
Yeah.
an excellent stroke and a
Ah,
percentage.
falta.
And you know, back to D Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now. as
Smith es
hard
muy malo de la
as he
línea,
did
pero vamos a ver.
before the injury. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And
Metió.
it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
And you know, back to D Rose, he grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that
ganamos de un punto.
That competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Now here's Brooks. 14 points from here.
Tapón por la atrás.
And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. It's blocked.
Mierda.
And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And Mirotic kicks to Gell. The pass to Brooks. Six on the shot clock. Mirotic with it.
Mira cómo se cayó.
Guarded by Stevenson.
Mierda. Oh my God.
Lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the paint. Here's Aldrich. Rejected by Gasol.
Wow.
Here's Snell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
After this, I go to play Mortal Kombat, but I stream in Mortal Kombat in my Twitch.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you know, guys, he had a
I play Mortal Kombat online ranked match.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. You know,
My Twitch, follow me on Twitch, man. For Mortal Kombat. In the Street Fighter 5 battle, I play Street Fighter 5 too. But I win this game, man. I go to win this game, man. I go to win this. Here we go.
8 seconds left in the first.
Here we go. Oh, I don't say timeout. Fucking. Voice comments, man. Fuck this shit. Yeah, you win, fucking Paul Gasol. Here we go.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can.
Yeah, Brett Bielsa.
Things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit.
I play Call of Duty too, man.
The
But
situation is. That's what coaches
in the
do.
next week,
5 seconds left to play here in the first. Nobody near Stevenson.
Stevenson is really bad for 3, man.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far.
Nada, estamos perdiendo de 3 puntos, señores.
From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
Subscribe, man.
And a word from Chris Paul, who has a
Wow.
lot something to say about the success of a very special.
You know, Blake, everything that's happening for him.
Of course, we know that Blake would say the exact same thing about Chris Paul. You know, Chris and Blake Griffin share so much in common when it comes to being the hardcore Clippers their owner brags about all the time.
Bueno, no ganan de 3 puntos esta gente, señores. Vamos a ver lo que es.
Nor is Doc Rivers, for that matter, but both of these guys have praised Griffin for how hard
Bien,
he's
todo balón.
and how
Bien,
far
corre, corre,
he's
corre,
come
corre,
in
corre,
his
corre.
career.
Yeah. Anderson.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second
Stevenson,
quarter.
Stevenson.
And before
Yeah.
we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains and pours, they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Setting the floor
Okay,
for the
man.
Clippers.
Thanks.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward position.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Noah's
Yeah.
shot is off.
Good
He
defense.
thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense
Please.
gave up on that
3.
play.
Yeah.
Cut him off.
Shot is good.
Mark Crawford, Jake crossover, people. Vamos a ver qué lo que es.
As you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I
D
mean,
Rose.
tight
Oh,
as me in an airplane bathroom.
maldito lío de defender ese tipo.
For right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Griffin a screen on Rose. The drive by Paul. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send the message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text.
Yeah,
or
man.
email,
Time
but
for the
he
soup,
definitely
man.
Threw that one down.
And an interesting byproduct of Blake Griffin extending his shooting range in his perimeter defense, Clark, his rebounding numbers have gone way down.
Well, it's hard to have it both ways, Kevin. I mean, the team needs him to keep working on his perimeter game, and if he's out on the perimeter, it makes it tougher for him to get rebounds inside.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Chicago. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Pierce is checked in. Gibson the screen. Lets it go from 11. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson.
Falta.
That's foul number 2 for him. The Clippers in the lead. Jordan with the screen on Rose. Call against Rose. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Los Angeles shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Hey, here we go.
Free throw drops for Crawford.
Bueno, señores, estamos ganando. De 3 puntos.
Rose against Paul. Jordan at the elbow.
Mira eso.
Will take it the other way. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. In the corner, it's Noah. Heinrich outside. From 12 feet out. And out of Chicago.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And that one's good by Noah.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Ganamos de 3 puntos.
Ball against Rose. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Paul missing.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly
my team, man. I never play my team. Oh, yeah.
To cheer for.
I need to try this. 3-point, please. 3. Fucking 4 points.
Percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Heinrich with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Rose goes in. It's Chicago.
Wow, Rose, crazy.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
With Joakim Noah, I mean, you know exactly what he's going to give you every season. Rebounding, block shots, steals a few points, relentless energy and enthusiasm, and even a few assists as well.
Catching up.
No, man, I don't have my team. I never tried it.
Was checked in for Noah. Tony Snell comes in for Kirk Heinrich. And it's Brooks in for Rose. The Clippers also changing it up. Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And Joakim Noah. He's all about doing whatever it takes to help his club succeed. Always has been. Craig, he did the dirty work when he played inside at Florida. When they went back-to-back championships, he's done it in each and every NBA season in Chicago.
And you just hit on it. I mean, he bites, he scratches, he claws his way into the upper echelon in terms of elite centers in our league. And in 2014 was named All-NBA first team as well. As
wow, pero Rose no falla en este juego.
He's healthy this season to get back to that level. Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Paul dishes to Aldridge.
Oh, this
Kicks
man
it
is
out
bad.
to Paul. Pass to Pierce. Picked by Griffin. Pierce the pass to Griffin. Over Gasol.
Yeah.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And injuries once again were a central theme
Playing
of the
skills.
Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
I go to do a video on my team, but I never try my teams, man.
There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great
wait a
respect and
second.
admiration for the Bulls for
Come
how
on.
they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team. That's good. His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision. He
Están en el
an
juego.
open shot outside and get it there.
They set the pick. Paul kicks to Aldridge.
Nigga! Oh shit!
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Gibson with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. No good from Gibson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Oh, and there's the alley and the slam by Blake Griffin.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what the play looks to be.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established
great
great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Paul against Brooks. Shoots. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Clippers on top, leading by just 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Josh, you guys seemed intent on getting this win tonight. How important a game was this to this team?
Almost definitely. I mean, this game is as important as the next. We really need this win. I'm pretty sure they need it too. So, you know, you expect a good show out of all of us.
2 hungry teams, no doubt about it, Josh.
The 2K Sports halftime show.
When I'm in this game, I go to stop the stream. I go to stream in Mortal Kombat X, man, in Twitch.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2
an hour,
back.
20 minutes.
Incredible work.
And in Mortal Kombat X streaming, I go for 1 hour, 2 hours.
4 rebounds and 1 steal. It's a great bounce back game for him. Not happy with his performance in their last outing. Tonight, and that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Oh, tenemos que apretar la defensa.
In this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes he gets spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
At small and power forward, it's Dunleavy Gasol. Heinrich and
Paul
Rose,
Pierce,
the
the true.
And it's Noah in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half.
And Redick is just an
man.
three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
Outside Rose. He kicks it to Gasol. Dishes it to Heinrich. Back to Gasol. 5 to shoot. There's the bucket. Good. Gasol's got 8 points. And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like way back in 2005. Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and JJ knew it as well.
Andre Jordan has been extremely
Oh man, thank you. One of your favorite YouTube. That's really good, man. Thank you very much. Brett Liotta.
You know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Here's Rose. He's got 9. Outside Gasol. The dish to Heinrich. They set the screen. Noah the screen. Here's Dunleavy. The rim.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills.
Yeah, Brett Liotta. Thank you very much.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if.
Yo, Brett, what are your favorite game, man? NBA, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Call of Duty. What is your favorite, man? To see you streaming.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. And that took.
I failed the fucking shoot shot.
Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road. And actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Tragedy ahí.
Down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round.
Superb. Bulls trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah,
wow,
ahora la metió. The offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And the Clippers with those 8 road wins at the end you mentioned, that pushed their road record to 26-15. That was second best in the league. That also set a franchise high.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Johnson comes in for Blake Griffin. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Paul Pierce. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rose, Paul with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Stevenson leading the charge, and he gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Mortal Kombat, yeah, that's my favorite, man. It's really bad.
You know, what's amazing about the Clippers on the road last year, guys, was the context. I mean, they had a bunch of back-to-back games and went 16-4 on the back end of back-to-backs. 11 of those came on the road.
6 on the shot clock. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Heinrich inside the three-point line. And again, Chicago. No good.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Jordan.
Wow.
You know what? His finishing ability not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Here's Rose.
Wow, Rose, step back.
He's shot the ball 11 times.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Off the screen. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Paul.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Tony Snell's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. And then for Los Angeles, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Josh Smith in for Paul. Crawford dishes to Aldrich.
Wow, man, this is bullshit.
Snell kicks to Mirotic. And that misses. That would have put him up. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Aldridge the pass to Stevenson. He dishes it to Crawford. That's good. And it's
Jamal Crawford.
7 points for Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Blood booster tape.
Just
No,
piling
man.
on the lane with the dunk
Now
right there.
I'll tell you.
Gasol screen. To the left side wing. To the inside. Stolen by Stevenson. Johnson outside.
El amague y se fue y pim pam.
On the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And Brooks, here we go. And the basket good. Brooks has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And then Smith with the dunk.
My goodness, he sure can't get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're
I
right.
tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Brooks, that's a two-pointer.
Se acabó el tiempo.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Clippers lead by 7. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Los Angeles leading by 7. So for the Clippers right now, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. From 13, bank shot. No good.
Not the best shot right there with the good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Rose. Here's Dunleavy. It's rebounded by Paul. And Los Angeles guys shooting a superb 63% from the field. Jordan with the screen on Heinrich. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Noah. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Noah with a screen for Heinrich. Ring shot on the way. And the shot is good.
That's all right.
Heinrich's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bulls.
How about that screen by Noah?
Yo, my goals in YouTube is before, man, I play a game in YouTube. I don't have much subscribers, so my goals in YouTube is get good people to see me play these games, man, and entertain other people and entertain me, and be cool, man. That's it. That's YouTube.
It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Redick for 3,
please. Oh my God.
Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got his rebound tonight. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim.
Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply
really.
of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland.
Wow, bro.
Running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, bro. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role.
This is the top 7 games controllers.
Look at that. I tell you, he was playing at a high level already by his second season in the league. Practically every statistic across the board matches up since then. And that's over a decade later.
Los Angeles calls timeout. The short rest very important.
Saludos, mi hermano Jay Controllers, que es el hombre que se brega estos controles, señores. Top 7 games. Este control tiene logo de Mortal Kombat, porque ustedes saben que es lo que más juego. Y vamos game.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He said we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there.
Wow.
We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
And getting back to Dunleavy's consistency here in his later years, he's one of those guys who has really ramped up the nutrition. He's hitting the weight room.
Shit. No. Here we go.
In his career.
The drive by Paul and then Griffin with the dunk.
What a passing display he has put on here.
Yeah, man, that's the official control of top 7 games.
Fantastic dime
Look at
drop
that.
right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Mirotic, a screen on Paul. And Mirotic kicks it to Noah.
Wow, I don't see this.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show.
Wow, man.
Defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Pau Gasol is checked in for Mirotic.
Vamos a defender, esta gente quiere empatar el juego. Mierda.
It's been fun to watch Gasol in this one. 12 points and 2 blocks. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. It's
man.
Stolen by Rose. To take the lead. And he lays it up and in.
That pass.
And the Bulls lead by 1. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
The activity defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Gasol, this is to Heinrich for the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Pierce has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 1. There's a minute 40 left in the 4th quarter.
Vamos a esto, que vaina el diablo es. Vamos a defender. Yeah, I need to do some pick and roll, that's it.
There's a minute 40 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Gasol kicks to Rose.
On defense, man, defense.
Rose passes to Heinrich. Gasol, a screen on Crawford. Heinrich with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Heinrich gets to Gasol.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Fail. Yeah, good.
And that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more though.
Fállalo los dos, Gasol, los dos, fállalo.
And he ends
Bien
up
fácil.
making the second, and that ties
Bueno, señores, esto se empató. Queda 1 minuto 22.
Griffin a screen on Rose. Paul kicks to Griffin.
That's it. Kick and roll.
Frees him up.
Pero tenemos que defender de que no la metan, que no están metiendo puntos.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter.
Carlos Fancy Future.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Dunleavy dishes to Rose. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Y esa lo que era. Coño.
And the technical free throw is good.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Bien, out of bounds.
In a close game, you have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Here's ball.
Here we go, I need 2 points.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul. To the paint. Yes!
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Defense.
Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Heinrich against Crawford. Heinrich passes to Gasol.
Wow.
Sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Somebody set a fire under Pau Gasol.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. And they double up Paul. Kicks it to Jordan. Right side, Griffin. 6 to shoot. Pierce wide open. He fires. It's rebounded by Noah.
Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's getting a lot more shot than he has today.
Mierda, perdí el juego.
Chicago calls timeout.
18 segundos, perdí el juego.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run.
Now Rose. Feeds to Gasol. Lets it go from 11. It's
Wow, Gasol. I lost this game. Oh my goodness.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Mierda, perdí ese juego así por hacer un disparate ahí.
3 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
They have enough time here to drive through the hoop. And unless they get a wide open jumper, that's what they should do. Because even if you miss, you're more likely to get a foul.
That's a 2 from Paul. Miss.
Ah, man, I lose.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finishes, but they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end.
Nada, señores, perdí ese juego ahí. Me volví un loco, una mierda y perdí el juego. Nada, nos vemos en el próximo streaming, ahorita más tarde, dentro de 1 hora por ahí. 1 hora y media haré otro streaming en Twitch. Y estaré en vivo jugando Mortal Kombat X. O no sé si me leave me hago tu streaming de NBA porque no me... No, vamos a seguir con el streaming de NBA. I go for my team Dallas Mavericks. Oh shit, man.
Many thanks, Kevin.
Fuck
so
you,
now
man.
we move on to our Derrick Rose.
Fuck Shaquille O'Neal y tu su pana.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Nah, man, I got to stop the streaming now. Yo, shout out to my nigga Brad Liotta, my nigga Avery Lara, my nigga Supremo, La Muralla. Ellos saben quiénes son. That's it, my niggas. Perdí este juego, pero nada. Nos vemos en el próximo. Yeah, I go to Mortal Kombat X in Twitch in some hours. Follow me on Twitter, top7, top7games.com. See you later, people.